guys, it's Casey. Okay, so I'm gonna do a part 2 of that huge haul from eBay with these boxes. So I will show you a few more things of what I've got. Like I say, this is gonna take many videos, so just bear with me. I'll get them out as fast as I can. But I wanted to address something today. Yesterday I was blasted on YouTube for saying excuse my nails in a video. So I had some chips in my nails and I had not had a chance to repaint them, and a person decided that it would be okay to make a very rude comment on the video about my nails. I've actually since rectified my nail situation. I stayed up the other night for 6 hours doing my own nails because I can't afford to go to a salon. So I had invested in some nail stuff of my own, but it takes about 5 or 6 hours to get it done. I'm not fast, I'm not professional, so I do the best I can. But I know I've said many times, this has been a very hard year for my family. In February, my fiance and I got custody of his middle daughter, and we had Decca coming in and out of our house 3 times a week to assess our home life and how she's adjusting. Then in March, my mom went into the hospital for the first time this year for kidney failure. She's had kidney failure for like 5 years. She's on stage 5. So sometime here very soon she will be on permanent dialysis. Then the coronavirus hit in March as well, and we had to adjust schedules for kids going to school online and everything like that. And of course the coronavirus itself was hard, and my fiance was out of work and I was working overtime. I work a full-time job in healthcare, so I never got any time off, and I worked as much overtime as I could. Sorry, I've got flies in here. The kids had the door open the other day, so now they're invading our house. But I work full time, and then I do jewelry on the side, and I do YouTube, and I do YouTube videos, and I try to be at my mother's house to help her with things pretty much 3 or 4 times a week if I can, but it's a 40-minute drive for me. So, with all of that said, I'm sorry if I don't have time to get my nails done. I do the best I can. So, if it really bothers you that much, please don't watch my videos. Okay, with that said, I want to get right into this, and we're going to show you what's in some more of these boxes. So, I'm going to flip you guys around. Okay, here we go. So these are the small flattery boxes. They came in a large flattery box with 8 or 9 per box. So that's around 48 or 50 boxes. I've unboxed 4 for you guys already, and I'm going to unbox a few more. I'll see what I can get in here. I want to go a little under what I did last time because I really wanted to keep it at 40 minutes last time, but it went a little over, so it might only be 3 that I get to unbox this time. But let's open this up and see what's in it. There's something stuck. So, this is what you're going to see when you open this one. I'm going to pull it off and we'll pull out pieces one by one. So, here's some of those spacer beads that we had in the last one that are a 3-hole, and they just look like that. There's a bag full of them. Here is another one of those fabulous toggle clasps. That's a gemstone toggle clasp. However, it will not get used as a toggle clasp, but close enough. So I absolutely love these. I think they're gorgeous, and I love the color of this one. So there's that, and I'm actually going to put it in another bag because I did not like the bag it was in. It was very flimsy. So put that in there. So there's that. And then here is a gemstone strand. I'm going to say this is some kind of jasper, but it's pink. And it's got one lone green bead on it, so I find that fascinating. It's a 15-inch strand. Then I got a bunch of these seed beads. They're very pretty. They're not uniform, but they are very pretty. And these would make a great stringing project. So there's that. Then there's these forget-me-not flowers. And they're in like they're like a mix between silver and gold, actually. It's like a luster on it. Very pretty. So there's that one. There's this strand of glass disc beads. And they have an iridescent to them. Iridescent coating, I mean. So there's those. Then there's these glass barrel beads with an AB coating, and they're a topaz. They're very pretty. And that's also a 15-inch strand. Okay. Here is a strand of moss green agate. Very pretty. Also a 15-inch strand. Here is a strand of gemstones that I'm gonna say is probably agate or jade. They've got the feeling of agate, but I've never seen agate that's really plain like this. Unless they're green aventurine. They could be green aventurine, I don't know. Okay, then here is this strand of coral cubes. And I only know that these are coral because I've recently got some and know the feel and texture of it. So there's that. Here is a strand of sesame jasper. Beautiful. And I actually do not have any of these in my stash, so I'm so happy to have those. Beautiful. Then we have a glass strand of these purple cat's eye rice beads. They're very pretty. I don't have anything like that in my stash either. So there's those. And actually, let me lay these out straight for you, so you can see them. The ones I can anyways. So there's those. Okay, then there's this strand of like imitation opal. They usually call this a sea opal color, and they're just a glass faceted round, and they're 4mm, but very pretty. Okay, then there is this strand of turquoise ovals, and I'm gonna say that this is magnesite probably, or howlite, but they're very pretty, and I don't have any of these in my stash either. So beautiful. Then there is this gorgeous strand of labradorite. You can see the glow in there on a few of them. You have to hold them up to the light at the right angle to get that glow. But they're beautiful. That's an 8mm strand. Okay. Then there is this strand of glass sapphire blue drops, teardrops. Beautiful. Okay. Then there is this very large strand of the resin beads, the resin shell beads, and I actually like these a lot better than any of the other ones because, go away fly, because they are a lot smaller. They're not very big. They're about a dime size rather than a quarter size. So I really like that set, and I like the color. And they have these flecks of shell in them, so they're really pretty. Love that. Okay, then there is this glass strand with some barrel beads on it from Blue Moon Beads, and it just says glass beads, 5-inch strand, glass spacer beads. So that's all that says. Then there is this small package of bugle beads in clear AB. So those are very pretty, and I don't have anything like that. I'm telling you, this fly is driving me nuts. Go away. Then there is this little star full of some sea beads. And I guess this must have been a free gift from Fire Mountain Gems to this person, because I have never seen anything like that. But they're very pretty seed beads. And they've got stickers. And that's the Fire Mountain Gem logo on the top there. Let me see if I can get this sticker off. Oh, it left a residue, but that's okay. Nope, I can't get it apart. It's just gonna spill everywhere if I try. So there's those. You can kind of see them. Okay, these, oh, sorry guys. These are a strand of, oh, I just lost my brain along with tapping the camera. Mahogany obsidian, I'm sorry. Gemstone chips. So, glad to have another one of those. And then here is a strand of Unikite chips. And I sent a couple of those to Wendy. And then last but not least in this box is this fully formed bracelet that is hematite. It's these hematite beads. It's a 2-strand. And I got several of these in these boxes. So I might break them apart and make them into something else. They are meant for men because they're quite loose on a female. I mean, if you wanted, I have a 7-inch wrist, so if you were going to do it for a female, you would have to take off at least 2, if not 3 or 4. Depends on how big that female's wrist is. So there's the last in this box. So that's all for this box. Let me pause you for a second. I'm going to put this to the side and we'll get out the next one. Okay, so box number 2 of this video here. And you open it and this is what you see. So I'm going to set it aside and we'll go through it. Okay. First, there's this bag of rings. Large jump rings. And they do not appear to be soldered shut. Here is this bag of long bugle beads. They're very pretty. And they're called Silverline Plum Twisted. Very pretty though. Love those. Okay, and then here is a bag of spacer beads in this really dark antique silver. Okay. Then we've got a strand of teardrops. These are a gemstone, but I honestly can't tell you what they are. They're probably jasper, but they're very pretty. So there's those. Here is a bag of some glass beads. And they're pretty. They're in this like burnt red orange veiny color. It's clear but with the veining. Okay. Here are some ovals, and they are stone, probably gemstone, probably agate, probably agate. I'll tell you who's an addict. Me. To sleep. I need some of it. I'm so exhausted. Okay, here is a strand of bicones that are an 8mm, and these are very pretty, even though they are yellow. And I'm not a huge fan of yellow, but they're very pretty. And sparkly. I am a fan of sparkle. Sparkle is a thing. Okay, here is a I'm sorry, I do not know why I can't talk when I do videos, but I really can't. I stumble so much on my words. I heard that this is a gemstone strand, and I've heard from other people that this strand, or the strands that look like this, are river stone. So don't quote me on that, but it looks like the river stone ones. Okay. Then we have a strand of Dalmatian jasper, and I'm happy to have that. I do have a couple of those, but you can never have too many of the really pretty beads. Okay, here is another strand of those sesame jasper gemstones, and I don't have any of these in my stash, so that's 2 now, so that's a very welcome addition. Okay, then we've got, let me pull this out. This is a gemstone chip strand of red jasper. So, put those up there. Then we've got one of green adventurine. So, very nice to have those. And then we've also got one of howlite. So, very nice. Glad to have those. Here is an extremely long strand of pink pearls in an 8mm size. And this is 15 inches folded in half. So, very pretty. Love those. Okay. Here is a strand of fluorite in 6mm. And I didn't have any fluorite strands in my stash. I have some fluorite nuggets, but not strands. Okay, and here is a strand of sodalite. I do not have any sodalite in my stash either, so glad to have that. And then this is actually what made me order this box. Here's a strand of blue goldstone cube beads, and they're in elongated cubes. So very pretty, love them. And I am in love with goldstones. I think they're super, super gorgeous. I mean, look at all the shine and sparkle in those. I love those too. Those are gorgeous. Okay, there's that one. Then there is this long strand of glass rounds, faceted rounds. in this like slate gray color. So very beautiful. Then there is this long strand of glass black faceted rondelles. And like I say, you can never have too many black beads. They go with everything. Here is a strand of check glass crystal elephants. And they're very cute. It's kind of hard to tell that they're an elephant. It took me a minute. I was debating between elephant and buffalo. So, but if you look at it just right, you can see the trunk there on the front. So, there's those. They're very pretty. Here is a strand with some lampwork glass beads on it. And I don't have anything like this in my stash, so glad to have these. They're very pretty. Here is a bag with some green oval pearls. And they're a very, very pretty mint green. Here is a bag with some of these little imitation howlite beads. They're acrylic, but they're really pretty still. And I really like those. These are also gemstones, and they're teardrops, but I do not know what gemstone they are. I would guess a jasper. If anyone knows, you can tell me in the comments. I'll welcome it. Here are some brown pearl rice beads. Here is a bag full of silver head pins, and I can always use those. This is a focal bead. It's huge, and it is carnelian. She actually had that one written down. And it has a dragon on it. So that's really cool. Trying to get it to focus in for you guys. But that's really cool. I like that. Carnelian, large focal with a dragon. Okay. Then there's a bag of these stone coin beads. And I would guess that is either howlite or magnesite. They're very pretty though. And it's a pretty decent sized bag. So this is probably a whole strand that just got pulled off. So there's those. There's these glass oval beads that are lined in chocolate. So very pretty. And last but not least, there's this bag with some bead soup in it. This is a cab. That's a cab. That looks like a bone bead, honestly. And some kind of gemstone. So that's it for number 2. So let me pause this and I will get number 3 open for you guys. Okay, so number 3 here. This is what you see when you open it. And it's been so long since I've been through these, it's almost like opening it myself again because I just don't remember a lot of the stuff that's in it. So I'm going to set that to the side. We got another one of these little pendants that you could put a picture in, or you could just take that whole middle part out and resin them. So those are pretty, and they come in a pack of 6. Here are some, these I'm actually going to send or take to my client's house because they're plastic. But they're little beads with a ring at the bottom so you can put a charm on stretchy bracelets. So those are always nice to have. But since they're plastic, I'm going to take them to my client's house so she can use them on bracelets for her friends. Okay. There's this strand of focals. They're very, very pretty. It's a 2-strand, and I can definitely see making this a focal of a memory wire bracelet. And that is supposed to be butterflies. So, and flowers. Very pretty. Love it. And it just says metal slider amber butterfly. Love that. Okay. Then I've got a strand of bicones in a 6mm in a chrome color. So those are pretty. Then we've got some spacers, metal spacers in a gold. Very pretty. We have another strand of this unikite. Okay. Then we have another strand of these resin beads. These are bigger, probably about, I don't know, like 20mm. I don't know if I have my caliper around here anywhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let me see. This one is so that's 0 right there. $18mm. So those are an 18mm. Bigger than I will probably ever use, so those will probably go to give away to someone. I'm not a huge fan of big beads. Here is a strand of jade in pink, and they're very cold and beautiful. I love this strand, actually. Here is a strand of metal coin beads. They're just spacer beads, and they're slightly dented up, like they're antiqued almost. Oh, that's funny. Antique silver plated lentil, 10mm. So those are pretty. Then we got a bag of these gold spacer bead with the larger hole. So I got them in silver already, so that's gold. That's lovely to have. Oh. Sorry. Then there's a strand of these yellow jade gemstones, not spacers, gemstone beads. Very pretty. And they're a lot larger. I think this one's probably a 10mm. Actually almost a 12. Okay, here is a strand of mother of pearl beads, and they're like in this long rectangle. Very pretty and shiny. Okay, here is a strand of rice beads in the white pearl. Here is a strand of quartz. Well, actually, that could be debatable. It might be quartz or it might be white jade. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments. Here is another strand of fluorite. And so that's 3. So glad to have those. Here is a strand of labradorite in the rondelle shape. So love to have those. I don't have anything like that in my stash yet. And I mean, you really have to look to see the glowing. So these aren't the best quality ones, but they're still very pretty and something I don't have. Here is a metal pendant, which is very pretty. Yeah, and it just says metal flower pendant, so very pretty. Now, here is a bag of agate, and it's just all different kinds of it. I mean, it's all in the same color. It's like a periwinkle, but there's a couple of cabs. There's some squares. There's these big square nuggets. I mean, just lots. There's some rounds in here, but they're an agate. So, then I've got some metal spacer beads in this bronze color, antique bronze. So glad to have those. I didn't really have these completely measured out. There's a really cute flower pendant, but they're just some metal beads, and I could have organized that a little more, but I didn't. Here is a bag of blue twisted bugle beads with an AB coating. Those are pretty. And then finally, this is the last item in this box. Another one of those toggles in sodalite. So beautiful. Glad to have that. And I actually am going to go ahead and open one more with you guys, because I'm doing good on time right now. So let me grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, box number 4. That's what this looks like when you open it. I'm going to set it to the side and we will look at some of this stuff. So first and foremost, there is a charm that is a breast cancer awareness charm, which is very pretty. Then we have this strand of metal hearts by Select Strands, and it just says metal hearts. So there's that. Here is a set of some Swarovski and Topaz AB 6mm 24 pack, and they're very pretty. I'm not going to take those ones out because I'll lose them, but that's part of why I ordered this one, was for that Swarovski. Then there are 2 strands. This is the other thing that I ordered it for. 2 strands of these butterfly links. And I love butterflies, so absolutely love those. Beautiful. Okay. Then there is this other strand of like roses and just this, sorry guys, triangle bead with a rhinestone in the middle. And then that's the rose, and they're links as well. Beautiful strand, love that. There's this strand of spacer beads with a flower or a butterfly. It just says bead metal, so it doesn't really say on that one, but beautiful. There's this strand of, oh come on, I've got something caught on it. Hold on just a second. Okay. Metal discs, and there's some copper, some antique bronze, and some silver. Actually, that's more like a gunmetal. So, but they have this really cool design on them. Love them. Those are pretty. Okay. Then this is a gemstone strand, but it's actually a necklace that is broken. So, glad to have that. I'll probably rip it apart, make it into something else. Then there is, stop it. Quit. My dog is flipping a box with her tail. Some bicones. They are 6mm. Quit it. They're 6mm and they're jet AB. So nice to have those. Then this will probably, oh, I don't know, maybe not. There's this strand here that is, oh, come on, Lordy bee. It looks like it was a rosary or something. But these might be gemstone beads. Or maybe just glass. But, I love the beads. They're white and they're very pretty. So there's that. And I'll probably tear that apart too. Oh, I found more of it. So some of it's knotted, some of it's not. Or it might be a couple of pieces. Can't tell for sure. Then there are these really, really cool resin beads. So let me pop these out for you. They look like that, and they're really pretty, and it comes in a pack of 4. And they were unopened. So, from Fire Mountain Gems. And they're very, very pretty. Let me turn that back over. With some rhinestones in them, too. So, love those. Then, we have 2 strands of these freshwater pearls that are rice beads. They're very pretty. So, love those. Oh, it looks like this was a necklace that was broken. So that's very pretty. Here is a bag of some little spacer beads in like a 3mm. This is why I ordered this box right here, along with the Swarovski. This is a strand of red goldstone. Absolutely beautiful, 8mm. And I don't have any red goldstone. Here is a spacer bead, metal spacer bead that's barrels. Very pretty. My bead collection. And it just says filigree 10mm round. So all the metal beads, the Swarovski and the red goldstone was why I ordered this. I have no clue what this is. It looks like it was a pendant that had something glued on it, but there's nothing there anymore. So I might find something that I could glue on it, but I'm not sure exactly yet. Here is a strand of these lampwork glass beads. They're frosted and they've got little flowers on the side of them. They're very pretty. Then there is this bag of barrettes. Oh wait, not barrettes. They're pins that you could glue something to. That's not something I do, so that'll probably go in a giveaway. Sorry. I need to clear my throat. I was starting to get a little hoarse there. I don't have a sore throat or anything, but I was just getting... Maybe it's from... I went to karaoke yesterday and sang, so maybe that's from that. So these are either halite or magnesite, and they're teardrops, and they're in this, like, pink color. They're very pretty. I love them. Sorry, guys. Then there is this strand of beads here. They're cold, so they're gemstone. They're probably a jasper of some sort, and they remind me of berries. So, those are pretty. Then I have this length of chain. Oh, it's a necklace. A chain necklace with wide links. Doesn't feel like it's the greatest quality, though, so I don't know what's going to get done with that. Then I've got 3 strands of spacer beads. We've got this antique copper, this antique gold, and this antique gold. So there's those. Okay, here is another necklace that's broken. That's what it looks like. They're rice beads in a blue. They are gemstone, but I don't know what kind. There's the majority of them. So there's those. Then these are more my style. See, these are some of those resin beads in a very small size. And I will be keeping these because I actually like these ones. But they're like, well, they look black at first. But then if you hold them in certain lights, they look purple. So, I don't know for sure. But I really do like them. I think they're pretty. And they're like an 8mm, I think, or a 10. Oh, goodness, I dropped one. Oh, well, I'll get it in a minute. Oh, I dropped two. Oh, goodness sakes. But I'll have to pick those up later. Then, there's this bag with a little donut and an angel and a different angel. And I think this is just a barrel. Yep. Okay. For some reason, my camera quit, so I was just talking about these and saying that they were some bead soup. It's ironic that my camera quit on me because I literally had 2 items left. So, second to last, this stainless steel 7-strand AccuFlex beading wire. I got several of these. I sent Wendy a gold and a black, and a silver. Then, last but not least, this Swarovski glass pendant that has a sun, and it's beautiful. It says it was $5. So that was it for box number 4. I'm going to get these all edited together. I use an editing app that you can splice things together. So I will get that done and get it out. It'll probably be tomorrow or the next day before it comes out. But like I say, this is another part of the major haul, and there will be lots more to come out because this is not even close to everything. But anyways, that's all for this video. So I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching my videos, especially those of you that comment. I love reading your comments and writing back to you. I write back to every single one as of right now. Now, when I get more subscribers, it may get a little harder, but as of right now, I reply to every comment. So just, I love your comments. If you want to leave me a comment, feel free. And then, if you would press that like button for me, that helps YouTube decide on which videos they're going to share. So that's always very helpful. And anyone who hasn't subscribed that's watching this, if you like what you see, please consider subscribing and share it with your friends and family. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.